loves, welcome to Caribbean Stitch Hub. I am Hannah Wolcott. If you're new here, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back to the hub. I'm so excited to show you this tutorial on how to make this cute ruffled bucket hat perfect for the summer. So if this is something that you're interested in, please watch to the end of today's tutorial to find out how to make it. So with no further ado, let's get right into it. So for this project, I'll be using this purplish pinkish yarn and this hot pink yarn. To begin, I'm gonna make a magic ring or magic circle, and I'm gonna put the tail on my first and second finger. This is similar to the slip knot. You're making a cross, and what's different, you're taking your hook here and inserting it into the first loop there. You're going over the next loop like so. Once you have this loop, what you're going to do now is turn your crochet hook this way, and you're going on to the next loop, working next loop like this. You're going to pull that up, you're going to pull that up, and then you're going to go on to the next loop like this, and you're going to pull that through this loop like so. And what you're going to do now is ensure that your hand is holding the tail, and you're going to want to chain 2. This doesn't count as a chain. Right now this doesn't count as a chain. So you're going to chain 1 and 2. And this is what your magic ring should look like. And what you want to do now is insert 10 double crochets into the magic circle or magic ring like this, yarning over, inserting your hook, yarning over again, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through the other 2, so that's 1. And you're going to continue making 9 more. Alright, so what you're going to do now is you're going to pull on this tail. You're going to pull on this tail to make the magic ring close up like so. Gently pulling on it. Gently pulling. Pulling. So it looks like this. And you're just going to take your tail and put it out the way. I just want to make sure it's 10 stitches you need before you close it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This first double crochet doesn't count as a chain. It doesn't count in the number of chains. So you're gonna take your crochet hook You can insert it into double crochet here into this row like this. Take your needle and sit it under the both stitches, doing a slip knot, and then you're pulling on your tail to make sure that magic circle is closed properly. So this is what round 1 should look like, and again it should be a total of 10 chains in this round. So let's count one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What you're gonna do now, round 2, what you're gonna do now is you're gonna chain 2, 1, 2, and you're gonna insert your hook into the first chain there with 2 double crochet stitches. That's 1. And that's 2. So you're gonna continue into each stitch, and you should get a total of 20 chains after. So again, you're putting 2 double crochet stitches into each chain, and the total should be 20 chains after you count it. Just gonna insert 1 single crochet into this stitch right here to make it 20. This would be a total of 20 double crochet stitches in total. So again, you're gonna make a slip knot into this side right here, into the double crochet, and then making a slip knot like so. This is what the round should look like. So for this row, this is round 3, you're gonna want to chain 2. This row is a bit different. This row has a bit of increases. So what that means is the pattern is 1 double crochet into the first stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, 2 double crochet into the next stitch, and so forth. So have no fear, I will take you along accordingly. So the first one is 1 double crochet, and yarning over, we're going to insert 2 double crochets into the next stitch like so. Again, 1 double crochet into the next stitch, and then 2 double crochets into the next stitch. So that was 1 double crochet in the same stitch, 2 double crochet. The next stitch is going to be 1 double crochet, Next stitch is going to be 2 double crochet into that stitch. This is one. The next one, 2 double crochets. And you're gonna follow this pattern until you've reached on this side. And once you've reached on this side, I will tell you guys what to do from there. So you guys can continue with this pattern. I'll meet you guys back there. This is what your round 3 is supposed to look like. You're supposed to have 80 chain stitches. So let's count, double check. This is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, and 30. Great. So now if we have 30 chains, what you're gonna do is go into this first double crochet and we're gonna make a slip stitch to close off this round. Again, you're gonna chain 2 to move on to round 4. But just showing you, this is what round 3 should look like. It should have a total of 30 chains. So for the 4th round, the pattern is a single crochet into the first 2 chains, and then in the 3rd chain you're doing 2 double crochets. So let me show you what that means. Yarning over, inserting your hook into the first chain with only 1 double crochet, into the next chain, that's this chain right here, yarning over, inserting a next double crochet, that's 2, and in the 3rd chain, that's right here, that's this chain here, yarning over and inserting 2 double crochets into that same stitch. This is 1 double crochet into the third stitch, and again that's 2 double crochet. So you're gonna follow this pattern right around till you've made it to this side of the round. Again, yarning over, inserting your hook, and we're inserting 1 double crochet into that chain, yarning over again into the next chain. That's going to be 1 double crochet, into the 3rd chain, it's going to be 2 double crochets. This is 1, yarning over again, and this is 2 into that into that chain. So you continue in this pattern, and I'll meet you guys back at the end here. So this is what your round is supposed to look like. It's supposed to have a total of 40 chains, and to close off, you're gonna insert your hook into this double crochet stitch here. You're gonna insert your hook right here and make a slip stitch to close out this row, and you're gonna chain 2 for round 5. So again, you can make sure that you can count each chain to ensure that it is 40 all the way around. This is what your round should look like. So for round 5, it's a bit different now. What you're gonna do is you are going to insert 3 double crochet. That means 1 double crochet into the first 3 stitches, and in the 4th stitch you're gonna make an increase, and you're gonna insert 2 double crochets into this chain. So yarning over, inserting your hook, this chain here. This is 1 double crochet into the next chain, another double crochet, so that's 2 double crochet into the 3rd chain, another double crochet, and into the 4th chain you're gonna do 2 double crochets. one double crochet into the into that chain, yarning over again, then making another double crochet into that chain. So again, yarning over, there's 3 chain stitches, you're inserting one double crochet into that stitch, yarning over into the next stitch. It's going to be another double crochet into the next stitch, one double crochet, and into the 4th stitch, 2 double crochets, yarning over, stitching your hook here. You can pause this video or rewind it as many times as you need so that you could get it correct. Alright, so you guys can continue with this pattern, and I will meet you guys when I have reached the end of round 5. So this is what round 5 should look like. You should have a total of 50 chains. What you're gonna do again, you're gonna stitch your hook into this double crochet, this double crochet area here, stitch your hook and do a slip stitch to seal off that around. And don't be scared if you find that your rounds are becoming like more curved in, like mine. That's because, of course, we're making a hat and it would sort of curve in. So you're chaining 2, and we're moving on to round 6. So guys, after you have finished making round 6 should have a total of 60 stitches. Be sure to double check and make sure you have 60 stitches. So what you're going to do though, after you ensure that this size would be the appropriate width for your head circumference, you know, when it places on top of your head, make sure that it's fitting correctly. If your head is bigger, then of course you need to make 1 more round or 2 more rounds depending on the size of your head. So what I'm gonna do now is I chained 2 already, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna do double crochet stitches into each stitch, and I'm gonna do 4 rounds of double crochet stitches with no increases. So I'm simply going to do my double crochet, and after you have completed 1 row, you're chaining 1 and you're going right back in the next stitch with double crochet. So you guys can continue along and I'll meet you guys back. Remember, we will be doing double crochet stitches now with no increases, and once we've completed 1 row, what we're gonna do next is chain 1 and go with a double crochet into the next row. So I'll meet you guys back after I have completed my 4 rounds of double crochet. So guys, after you've made your 4 rounds of double crochet, you're gonna want to go into this stitch. That's the first double crochet in the last round with your hook, yarning over, pull through this loop, and you're gonna want to chain 1. So again, I went ahead and I did 6 rounds. I went ahead and I did 6 rounds, and after I reached my 6th round, I would have chained and I would have chained 2, and I would have went in with a double crochet into these stitches, and I made no increases. So there was no pattern to follow other than double crochet until I've completed one row. I chain one, double crochet again, chain one, double crochet again, and chain one and double crochet until I've made 4 rows of double crochet. So after you've chained one, so what you're gonna do now is you're gonna flip your project this way to you, and you're gonna do a decrease. So let me demonstrate what does that mean. So you're going to the immediate stitch right after the hook. That will be this. That will be this stitch. And you're going to stitch your hook, and stitch your hook again into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through, and again yarn over, pull through all loops. So again, your hook goes into this stitch, yarning over, it goes into the next stitch like this, yarning over, pulling through, and again yarning over, pull through all 3 loops. One more time, inserting your hook into this stitch, yarning over, insert into the next stitch, yarn over, pull through, and yarn over, pull through all 3 loops like so. So this will form the pattern for the ruffles. So you guys can go ahead and make the creases on all around the row until we reach back here, and I'll meet you guys back here. Alright guys, so once you've made it to the end of doing the decreases and you've made it to the end here, you would know you've made it to the end because of this middle piece. This middle piece is where all these stitches would have joined to make the slip stitches. So you're just looking out for where it joined to know whether you've made it across or not, or you can always put a stitch marker here to just to make sure that you've covered the area. Right, so what you want to do is make a slip stitch into this stitch here. That's the double crochet in which we started, and you're making a slip stitch to seal off that part. What you're going to do now is chain 2, and now to make the ruffles part after you've already made the decreases, you're gonna make 3 double crochets into each stitch. So example, this is 1 double crochet into the first stitch, this is 2, and 1 more, right? So this is 3 double crochet, and what you want to do is make 3 double crochet into each chain, and all the way around. You can put your stitch marker just to remember where you started, like I'm doing here, and I'll meet you guys back on this. And again, the stitch marker was where we began, and of course you can just take that out and put that on the side. This is what you should have. And to close up this row, you're just gonna insert your hook into this stitch here. That's double crochet, making a slip stitch to close up this row, and you're gonna chain 2, and you're gonna continue doing the same. Just insert my stitch marker right here, but you're gonna insert your stitch marker there, and you're gonna make 3 double crochet into each chain like I did before, and you want to go ahead and make 2 more rows with a total of 3 rows, and I'll meet you guys back after those 2 other rows with a 3 in total. So I'll meet you guys back. So guys, this is how the second row of double crochet looks like. It's coming along nicely. However, I wish to add another color. This is pink. I wish to add this pink to my project. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish up in this row here. I've already did 2 double crochet into this last stitch. I'm gonna make my final double crochet before I move on to the other row. And my stitch marker here tells me that I began here. So I'm just gonna take that off. And of course we're going in to our double crochet, making a slip knot, and we are trimming off this piece because I want to attach another color here. Now I'll add back in the pink in the final row, the purple actually I should say. Tie your pieces of fabric together like so. Make sure it's a firm tie, a firm knot, because you don't want it to come off midway. Trim off the excess. Ooh, that definitely came off. I'm gonna chain 2. Trim off this excess. And continue with your triple crochet into each stitch until you've made it to the end of the row. When you've made it to the end of the row, again you're going to chain 2 and you're going to make another row of double crochet, and I will meet you guys back when the project is completed. And of course you can use as many colors as you like if you want to make this multi-colored, or you can leave it as a single row. The choice is absolutely yours, to your preference and what you feel like doing. So I'm going to continue with this color and I'll meet you guys back. Alright guys, so now that we've made it to the end of our final row, our stitch markers here where we originally started crocheting, what we're going to do now, we're going to insert our hook, take out the stitch marker, and we're going to insert our final 3 double crochets into this stitch before we make a slip knot and close off the project. So again, you're going to go into the double crochet stitch, make a slip knot, chain 1, and take your scissors or thread cutter to cut it off. And this is the end of your project. Of course, we're going to neaten up the ends and just trim off the excess all the way in the project. The flip our project over, and this is what we're completed. So of course you can go ahead and make more ruffles if you like. When you've made it to the end of your project, you can easily go ahead and chain. You could go ahead and chain 2 at the end of the project and continue with triple crochet stitches into each stitch if you want a more fuller ruffle look. But I realized that 3 rows of double crochet were enough. 1, 2, 3. They were enough to suit my liking. So yeah guys, this is what the project looks like completed. it is a bit time consuming to complete, but once you complete it, I'm certain that you'll be satisfied with the end result. Yeah guys, this brings me to the end of today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment and subscribe, and let me know in the comment section what other projects you would like to see me make. And again, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.